Welcome to Buy It All. Am I going to bring back the script? Am I? All right, here we go.
Should.
All right. We got Jimmy, old school flips, Keith, vintage sport flips. I'm Ray, Triple R Collections. Grab that tape gun, kick back, and let's talk about how we buy it all. There, I still fumbled it.
Throwback.
Yeah.
For all the, there's definitely people that have been asking for it, so I'm glad to have it back.
Yeah, there we go.
When I was over on what was it, Leftovers, I always messed it up. I never got that thing right. So I think that kind of adds to the.
Well,
to
be fair, I don't even know how I got roped into doing the intro originally, and I was terrified.
I asked you.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a test if you were going to make it to episode 2, and how you made it, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, we could just end it here and call it. I'm gone. You and Keith, Jimmy and Keith's show. Just do that.
No, I mean, it was definitely my thought was I want Ray to 100% know that he's part of this podcast, and
I had to prove myself.
No, not at all. That wasn't the case at all. But behind the scenes, between me and Keith, yes, it was. You didn't. That was privileged information that you didn't need to know.
Oh, okay. So wait. There's a second chat without me out there.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Actually, no. There was before. I mean, before we asked you, there had to be.
Yeah. There was initially.
Just so you know, Ray, me and Keith talked and thought of the idea before we asked you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows the secret. Ray was the third host.
So I was the third choice.
Yeah, you're like me with Leftovers. Because was it Joe and Dan had that podcast, and then I joined after.
Okay.
What episode? You weren't on the first episode, right?
I was not in the very
second or third.
So I'll be the one to leave then.
Yeah. We'll get some comments from Muffin about you, and then you'll be upset and you'll leave.
No, I'm just gonna go get a bag of muffins like I did the one week and just start eating muffins right here. Speaking
of muffins, this really has nothing to do with muffins except for we have a new sponsor. A new sponsor that I just like saying it. We are now sponsored by Fluffernutters. You're talking about our group chat that we have. Somehow, some way, we got on Fluffernutters in our chat, and I feel like we could just talk this whole episode about Fluffernutters.
And I really didn't know that was not a universal name for a marshmallow peanut butter sandwich. I thought the world knew that, and these guys were like, "What the hell are you talking about? A Fluffernutter?"
I was like, "What in the world is a Fluffernutter?" A lot of nicknames came for a lot of different things through my head when you mentioned that, and I was like,
"Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a childhood toy gone wrong, like a plush, Disney character or something like that, like that."
I don't know if it's a regional thing. It can't be an age thing because me and Jimmy are like a month apart, and maybe it's a regional, maybe it's Philly thing, but
it could be an age thing. I don't know. Well, a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit of both.
The comments definitely have to help us out in the comments.
I think it was a name that was brought.
Fluffernutter?
Yeah, I think it was a name that was brought about by there was a company who made that marshmallow stuff, Marshmallow Fluff. It was called. That was the brand. And they probably had on the back of the thing, make your Fluffernutter. That's
because they have the brown the fudge recipe on the back of it too, on one of them.
Yeah,
look,
that's my guess.
Look, I kind of brought back the script this week. You want to bring back Chad and just ask Chad?
Smart, smart, Ray. That's why we brought you on.
I got to tell my joke because I definitely took the opportunity to use a joke towards the Eagles and say that was the nickname of their defense, the Fluffernutters. That just sounds not tough at all. So I had to.
The Eagles' defense is tough.
I know,
come on. But the Broncos are better, I'll say, but the Eagles' defense is pretty.
I have to take a shot any chance I get because there's not a lot of opportunity. All right, Chad, you're my least favorite person in the world. All right, Chad, we have a question over here on our podcast. Where did the name for a sandwich Fluffernutter came from, and do you know what a Fluffernutter sandwich is?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, a fluffernutter is a pretty classic comfort food. It's basically a sandwich made with peanut butter and marshmallow fluff, usually on white bread. As for the name, it comes from the brand name Fluff, which is a sweet marshmallow spread that's been around since the early 20th century.
Okay, wait. Was that recipe ever on the back of Fluff's bottle?
Yeah, it was. That's actually part of how it became so popular. Back in the 1960s, Marshmallow Fluff Company put a copy of the Fluffernutter recipe.
Could you confirm that that was the name of the Eagles defense last year?
I couldn't find an official nickname for the Eagles' defense last year.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, come on, Jimmy.
It was. Oh, I'm so heartbroken. I thought for sure. I should
So
have told Chad before the show. Hey, jokingly say, yeah, this was the Eagles defense.
I decided while you're doing all that, I'm gonna put Fluffernutter in eBay and see what just pops up as when it's sold. There's not really anything, but fluff, marshmallow fluff or whatever, the jars of that. And then there's a jelly cat. You know, jelly cat little plushes and all that everybody chase after. There's one that's called I Am Fluffernutter, lamb.
Shut the front door. It's a lamb?
Yeah.
See, we could turn anything into a reselling topic. Look at
Yeah. So it's a lamb, and I think that it's sold for around $20.
Lamb?
Yep.
Huh. All right, so I think we need to make Fluffernutter. We need to make it a sponsor, or at least Fluff Marshmallow with Fluffernutter. It has to have the Fluffernutter recipe on it, though.
Are we? Well, we could just buy the Fluffernutter lamb and pull a Commonwealth picker and kind of get things moving. But let's fluff up your sales.
Fluff up your sales.
That's pretty good.
Hey, that's a segue you just did right there. That's why we kept you.
That was smooth. Smooth,
right?
Right?
See, I'm gone. I'm done though. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Because we're gonna kind of go into slow sales for 2 out of 3 of us. What is that you're drinking, right? It's the size of a milk jug.
What? I didn't miss it. Oh wow!
Right or is that just the size of a soda can? Because you're 5'5"?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
For those of you listening on your favorite Spotify, Ray just picked up this giant can and drank out of it. What is happening? Sorry, Keith.
I can't stop laughing. No? It did not occur to me that was going to be that big of a deal.
Yeah,
just like it's really supposed to be like a seltzer type of container, but I use it for a water bottle.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a water bottle.
Well, that's what I'm using it for, but it's supposed to be at like Aldi's.
Holy.
Hard
like
seltzer.
Those big old. What are those big old? The ones that Keith keeps? Don't you keep those big old blue jugs or whatever? I don't know.
Blue jugs.
What are those big blue barrels? You know, the ones buried in the backyard.
Oh yeah, yep. I know what you're talking about.
Oh man,
I just took us way off course with that giant. Man,
I thought it was just perspective. I thought it was just right in front of the camera, but it's oversized. It's a novelty item.
Yeah. It's as big as bigger than my head.
Yeah.
The way he picked it, he was all. It was like a Godzilla scene when he comes out of the water.
I'm just trying to stay hydrated over here, okay?
I understand. All right, sorry. That's all it takes for me to take us way off the rails.
Yeah,
just based off my water bottle. Yeah.
We got to have a Godzilla water bottle just coming out from one. All right, we're talking about slow sales because my sales are slow. I think a lot of the community is talking about slow sales. So I have a little bit of a reason, but I'll go into that a little bit more as we talk about it. Sales seem to be slow for a lot of people. You know, there's things going on, whatever. But Keith has somehow, some way managed to avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really strike me as they were slow. I only had one sale today so far, but I did have like 8 yesterday, and I feel like I was shipping for 3 hours this morning. Etsy's very slow. Etsy's like dead for me, but eBay has been trucking along.
Are some of those from live sales, or are you just doing? Is it just eBay?
No, I haven't sold anything live in a while. I'm still
recuperating. Slow at shipping or
slow? I ship Tuesday and Thursday, and then either
you
Saturday,
guys don't
Sunday.
ship every day though.
I don't
right?
ship every day. Yeah,
That my bad. I know it was a
Yeah.
joke. Sorry, Paul. That was a mean joke.
no, that's all right. But yeah, I don't ship same day. I mean, if I can ship same day, I will. But I can't really ship on Wednesday. Monday, I work 12 hours, so I like definitely schedule my shipping so I know when I can get it done in time.
I feel like I'm taking 3 or 4 a day. I took 3 today. The day before, I might have took 4. And for me, that's slow. I'm usually closer to 9 or more.
What do you mean you took 3 or 4?
To the post office, sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
Took them sales.
Are we taking pills
Made
over there or
people buy
something?
stuff. Yeah, taking to the post office because I go daily to the post office.
Okay.
And yeah, today was only 3, and then yesterday I think was 4, and that seems to be like over a weekend. I'm taking like 14, 15. Like that's not normal for me. That's pretty slow. Thankfully, the dollar amounts on some of these sales are pretty high. That's the thing that's keeping me from going to social media and complaining like most resellers do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to social media and complaining about sales yet because some decent dollar items are going out the door. But yeah, quantity wise and volume wise, it's pretty slow for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ray had something, he was saying he had something happen to him yesterday that hardly ever happens to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday, I don't know if it was like just the midweek slowdown or what, because it was the midweek sales didn't even show up. I had nothing, 0 yesterday.
Really? 0 sales yesterday.
And yeah, I mean, my weekend wasn't bad. Like I think I had good quantity over the weekend. It's not like I'm not selling a lot of high dollar stuff of what I do have. So I mean, that's what's also lacking too. I need the high dollar stuff mixed with quantity. It's been a little difficult to get both. I can't get either or lately.
I'll say maybe my sales were artificially fluffed up a little bit because I had been not sending out offers. Like, you know, they get those, like eBay gives you that quantity that you can send offers on, because when I was clearing the warehouse out, I was just trying not to overwhelm myself with more stuff to do and more shipping. So I had like 250 items I could send offers on. I think Wednesday at work or Tuesday at work, I was bored and just like sending out 50 at a time. And maybe that fluffed up those numbers a little bit. Maybe I'm sure that helps. Right.
Yeah.
So maybe that was artificially.
So you just reserve them for later. Like, hey, my sales are slow. I'm just going to send 250 offers.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't purposeful for that reason, but I guess maybe it worked out that way.
Yeah, I might do that. Hold back. Like, you ain't getting no deal today. Wait till
I usually do that actually, though. I usually let mine build up a little bit. Some people send them every day. I've been sending them recently, trying to get sales to come in.
See, my thought process is I send them out as soon as I can, almost, because that buyer might be on there right then and there. Yep. You know what I mean? If it just popped up, who knows? Like, if I just seen it, it might just popped up. They're still on there, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, let me hurry up and get it," because they're there.
But hasn't it changed that where when you send an offer, it stays open now to like even to someone that comes across new? Like if you isn't that a new thing on eBay where if you send an offer on an item, a new seller that watches or new buyer that watches that will get that same offer, right?
I think it'll automatically send it out like a year after the fact.
So if a new watcher or someone that views that item multiple times or becomes a new watcher on that item that you've sent an offer on in the past, they now will get that offer as well. Isn't that something that they changed recently?
I didn't think so.
I do see it in the offer setting now because it says like it will automatically. You can unclick it or click it where you can automatically send the offer out. Yeah.
Okay. Then I have that unclicked.
You have that. Oh, well, then that makes what you're doing make total sense. I think that's why I get less that build up. I think because I think it's automatically sending them for me.
It makes sense. Yeah, it's fine.
I don't get a whole lot of offers built up like I used to.
Yeah. I mean, I probably get like 15 to 20 a day, I feel like, that are in there.
Yeah, so maybe that's the difference. Then mine are automatic. I need to look into that a little bit deeper. I think mine are automatically going out because I don't see a whole lot coming like I used to. Where Ray, if you have that clicked, you're clicked to the off position, you're still getting a bunch of.
Well, you want to have that unclicked because, like, what if something happens with that? I mean, things happen, but like what if that item that you're sending an offer on, you send it to somebody else, but then in that time frame, something increases the value of that item, and you no longer want to send that same deal. Maybe you're going to go a little higher than what you sent them.
You can always pull it down, right, and readjust.
You could. Oh, sorry, guys.
It's all right. Yeah, that's what I mean. I wouldn't worry about that aspect of it. You could always, reevaluate. I'm sure I never do that. I don't really look back at my old listings, but I see what you're saying, especially from a card standpoint.
It's an interesting way to look at it. I don't spend that much time evaluating that anyways. Like when I send an offer, I'm just sending offers. Like I don't really, it's more of like what percentage off do I want to send than actually. But like, that's a sports cards thing. I think a little bit more than what we're talking.
Probably.
Yeah. We kind of talk like if someone goes off and hits 3 home runs and in a game or something like that, well, that card, you don't want that. You want to reevaluate the value of that player, right?
Yeah. The only other time, one of the other examples is probably like if there was like a movie that just came out and say they're wearing this exact hat, right? Yeah. In that movie, like the main character is or something, and now that hat just is very popular and in demand.
That happened to me. I think it was a TV show, and it was a very, very popular TV show. And I think it was Stranger Things. I had a board game for sale, and in the show they played that game.
What
in the night that? Huh? No, it wasn't Dungeons and Dragons. It was like a kids game that maybe it might. I can't remember the show exactly. It was a very popular show. I'm pretty sure it was. It wasn't the recent season, but it was a while back. The season before, in one of the episodes, they were playing that game. They pulled it off the shelf to play it. When that episode dropped, that game sold.
Okay,
that's pretty cool.
And I'm pretty sure it was Stranger Things, but I can't be 100% sure. So yeah, I agree. Stuff like that does happen. But I would have never known that either. Like I didn't even. Had already sold, and I didn't see it till like. So it had sold. I didn't watch the episode until days later. And I was like, I just sold that game like the day, and I look back, I sold that game the day this episode dropped.
Yeah. I had something that I just unknowingly listed, and it just happened to be around the same time. I don't think it was exactly, but I didn't know that there was this. You guys might have seen this mug before. Have you ever heard the Big Hug mug?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's just like.
Is that like the Big Gulp? Oh, Big Gulp. Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. Huh. So like a lot of I think florist companies would use that, and they just put like flowers or different decor like in it, gift shop type stuff. But Matthew McConaughey actually had on the show True Detective. He actually had the mug in there, and it shot up the price.
Huh.
So like little things like that, like you kind of have to pay attention to that. It like I think I ended up putting Matthew McConaughey in my title, and it helped itself almost instantly.
So you knew that you had that.
Well, I think I listed around the same time like that season that show had released.
It takes quite a bit of chance for you to be watching that specific show where I can go to one of the sports channels and they'll tell me who hit a bunch of home runs, like on one of the sports shows, or even nowadays Twitter tells you, right? Like, that's a whole nother topic for like
you get the whole ESPN update. Nah.
But that's someone that's dealing in cards has to have. That's a no bangers topic right there. Like, social media helps you a lot with who's having a good game or whatever, and you can keep track of. I don't think social media is telling us that. All right. Had the Big Hug mug.
Yeah,
I don't think it was.
That's true. It's got to be astute like Ray is down there.
Yeah, I know. Ray's on top of that stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known about that. I wish I could remember that game. Oh, and then what show it was. But that's like exactly,
I watch a lot of TV and a lot of movies, so I think that helps. I'm always.
Oh, you have time for that, huh?
Apparently, I
should. No sales, but you got time for TV.
Then maybe that's my issue. Yeah, so we said how we were going to try to fix this, right? Yeah. That was going to be our next thing, and maybe that's what I need to do is quit the TV.
I know why my sales are slow, and I know what it's going to take to fix it. I'm just I'm in like list mode. I got a lot of stuff to list, and I lowered I did lower my promoted percentage while I'm listing all this Spider-Man stuff and some of the other older items that I bought. That right now I'm kind of like Keith, like I'm okay with it slowing a little bit. Once I get, because I need to really concentrate on listing. Once I get most of this list, plus I got the booth I'm working on. I got a lot of projects I'm working on. Kind of like, I got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Pricing that. We've been pricing the booth. So I'm just like, let me list. No. And then once I get everything listed, then I'm gonna go back. I might up the promoter a little back, but the main thing I'm not doing is I'm not running a sale right now, which I always, and Ray talked a little bit about that on his reseller lunchbox. I used to always have a sale running. I have no sales running right now, and I know for years of experience of running sales that definitely helps a lot. But I'm also not running that until I get a lot of this stuff listed, because a lot of that Spider-Man stuff kind of sells itself, and I want that to I kind of want to clear out the herd of the stuff that sells itself, and then I'll come back and do some of those things.
That makes sense. Yeah, if you don't have to promote for the bigger, more desirable toys, might as well let them sell first.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I also don't have to put them on. I know some people, they price it higher than put. I have nothing against it. It's just not something that I ever want to do or will do, where I price the item 15% higher than what it's worth and then put it on a 20% sale or whatever. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just not something I want to do.
I mean, I didn't think I was ever going to do that, and then I was in dire need of trying anything last year, and
right, I understand. That's why I said I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't do it either, and even a lot of like antique shop dealers do that. They'll like price it up,
Yep.
and then 50% off sale, and I just feel like you're putting all that time into that tag price that is like double what it should be. It just seems like it's a.
Ray, what do you, if you don't mind me asking, how much higher than market do you price it, and then percentage wise, let's use percentage. Like, do you 10% higher and then run a 20% sale? Like, what is the numbers you're using?
So I raise the price 30%, and then I do a 20% off sale.
So you're 10% higher than market.
Yeah, but it also but that gives me wiggle room even when I send offers, or I could do another sale. Like I could do the 30%. I still technically, because I'm on all my items. I mean, I'm willing, most of the items that aren't like low end cards or low end products. Like, I mean, I have 15-20% wiggle room. I'm okay with most of that. So.
And it's working. It's working, right? Like you're making, well, except for yesterday, it's working.
Yeah. It was like, I mean, it's definitely December when I was testing it out. Sales blew up. Like it was great. But I know at the same time, it was December. Going in January, they were still good, but I seen it, fall a little bit. And now, obviously, it's hard to tell because everybody always talks about with February that's like the slowest. That a lot of people say that's their slowest month.
For me, it always is.
Yep. So I mean, we'll see. I think this. Well, even so, I mean, even if the sales are better this month, what I say all is because people started getting their taxes. There's always an excuse. How do you justify? Or there's no.
When I run sales, I do the thing where I do like a step down, and I keep my items at market. I don't raise them. I tried one time when I did that 50% off sale when I was trying to move older. I raised everything 15% and then ran a 50% off sale just to kind of, but for the most part, and I want to talk to Ray about that tool that he talked about that I've never really used on when you're running a sale. But I want to hear Keith too. But real quick, I like to let items sit for 30 days at full price, and then after 30 days go to like 10%, and then after 60 days go to 15%, and then after 90 days it's 25%, and then I start looking at, is it getting views and is it getting any, and then I might end it, sell similar, lower the price, and then I'll put it on a, even, back to the 25% off sale, whatever.
Yeah.
So that, again, it's just a different way of doing it, right? Like, I don't think either of us are doing it right or wrong. That's just that's the approach I take, and it's always done pretty well for me.
And I do none of that. I like set it and forget it. I list it and let it sit there for. I mean, I've sold stuff even in our chat 10 years ago. I sold it. Yeah, Ron Papil. Ron Papil.
Of course, you knew that name right off the top.
Yeah, because I always focus on the new listings, even if like some of that stuff has been listed for 3-4 years at the same price. And I never have a sale running unless it's like a holiday, Black Friday, like opening day. Maybe I'll run something or.
Well, I got to write all this down because your sales haven't. So you don't run sales at all.
No.
And you don't ever run like a percentage off sale, like ever, or just not regularly?
Not regularly. Like normally I don't. I think actually on Etsy I have clothing 10% off across the board, or maybe 20%. But generally I don't put anything on sale unless it's like certain times a year where people are sort of expecting a sale, like Black Friday kind of time frame where they're sort of they're expecting it.
You should test a couple weekends of running a sale if you wanted to.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I'm not against it.
Yeah. I definitely see when I don't have a sale right now. As soon as I put a sale back and I put my stepped sales back, I will see a huge increase in sales for a while, for a good couple weeks where it will really increase, and then they'll stay increased. But that first wave is huge. Yeah. And Jay on the lunchbox, he said, which was a good idea. And that's why I say the weekend, because there's always a timer and people see the sales are about to end. It kind of gives them that urgency. And for you who never really runs sales, I think it could be huge to just run like a 2-day weekend sale just to see how much success it might, and
I'll give it a shot. Can't hurt.
You're not like aching for sales, but what if it doubles your sales for a weekend just because you haven't ran one in so long? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I'm down. I'm down for sure.
That's the other thing. Sorry, I just want to say that I was thinking that I should probably switch to something similar to that format where it's maybe the 3-4, maybe even a week max of a sale. Does it give that sense of urgency like Jay was talking about?
I definitely know. I've known of people I can't name off and that do that. They run like 2-day sales, 2-day sale. They reset it, and that way it has that timer that runs down.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Smart.
Yeah, I like it. That's a good idea. Hey, Bray, one thing I wanted to do, my other store, my card store, that's like a lot of lower end stuff. I don't know how to do it, and maybe you do it. You ever do like the buy 2 get 1 free kind of sales in your cards?
No, I don't really know too much about how to go about that. Like, I think it's always worried me that I'm going to give away something that I didn't want to give away or something. You can't see it. So
I got to look into it because I'm over, as long as eBay is pretty good about like, the lowest value items being given away, right? Not like, I'm sure they will. I'm going to look into that and see if it's worthwhile.
But the thing is, like, what if, I mean, I don't want to do that for like higher end items. Like you're right. Like I want to do it for lower end cards, or something like that. I don't want somebody buying 3 $500 items or something like that and be like, I buy 2 of these $500 items and I get 1 free, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure it's either select parts of your store or if your whole eBay store is like a low dollar card store, and that. I have some higher dollar cards, but not a ton over there.
There's like all kinds of different rules that you can use. When I worked for that company selling for them, I used those rules. It's been 7 years. I can't believe it's been like 7 years since I did that. There were rules that I think we had a rule where like if you bought over, I want to say $25 shipping was free or whatever. Or was it if you bought over $25 you get a certain percentage off? There's a lot of different rules that I think, especially for cards, could be very effective, where you could get someone to come in and buy 10 $2 cards. I know shipping is cheap, but it also, if they can get, I don't remember exactly the rules, but you could be like, hey, if you spend over $20 or $25, the shipping is free. And then they come in and buy 10, 15 $2-3 cards. You know what I mean?
Actually, I'm thinking I do have some kind of rule like that set up, but it's more of, it's just items that I have multi quantities.
Multi-quantity, yeah.
Yeah.
I do that with the multi-quantity sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like literally going into your like shipping policy stuff. You can go into there's sales policies or rules that you can, man, I used to mess with them. I don't remember how they work. I'm sure there's people listening that might use them. It was easier because I was selling like little farm pins and what are those cotter pins and whatever, all the lynch pins and stuff, like all those different things and little implement parts and pieces. So we wanted to sell in bulk, and so it was a lot easier to keep track of when you have a bunch of different one-offs. But cards, I think, might be a little bit better for something like that. Just something like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a replenishables. What you're talking about over there on the yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm going to look into as far as like the feasibility of that, because it's a pretty cool. You always, when you're doing a lower dollar store like that, you always want like the person to buy multiple things. I'm trying to
any little perk you can throw in there to get them to buy more, right? To get them to, and because then you're, like you said, shipping one you can ship 20 cards in one package. Would be pretty.
Oh yeah, that's so much easier. Hey Ray, I know you're selling on Etsy now. Have you? And I'm going to rail on Etsy again because I've been hating on Etsy a lot.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But have you got any offers over there on Etsy?
None. I turned them on. I've got nothing.
Oh, you did.
And I do want to say, like, my sales are completely awful because last month, the whole entire month, I had 0 sales until like the last couple days.
Yeah, I mean it's slow there now, but I had offers, but I mean, Etsy's like pathetic with their interface for these offers, because you get like, I got like maybe 3 offers or 4, something like that, but they come through a message, but it doesn't even show you what the offer is or the item. You have to like go on a laptop. You can't look at it on the phone app. You can't see what they're offering. Yeah, it's like crazy.
This is like offer roulette.
Yeah, man, it's insane. Like you can't see what it is. You can't click on it in the app. You have to go. Maybe you can go in your phone's browser to find it.
How good is that? So we're saying that Etsy, because I was just going to ask, how good is the Etsy app? It sounds like it's not very.
I mean, it's been pretty good. I mean, I feel like it's pretty good in general. Not as good as eBay for sure, but it's pretty good. But how did they put out this new offer system and not have it integrated into their app? It's like pathetic. So yeah, I don't know. Get together, Etsy. Yeah. And I did have somebody. Yeah, I had somebody send an offer and I accepted it, and he never paid. I'm like, "Are you planning on buying this?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Thanks for the offer, buddy."
I think they only gave me sales at the month so I could pay the bill.
Yeah, probably.
That's how I feel like my booth is going to be. I'm only going to get sales to pay my rent.
No, but like Etsy waited till the end of the month. They're like, "Oh crap, this guy hasn't made any money. Let's help him out."
Yeah. They probably have a slush fund for the struggling sellers.
Yeah, they're like, they just got to hit a boost button or something like that without me even knowing.
It's good.
Yeah.
He's marking up his prices.
Yeah.
Running discounts. We gotta help him.
It's funny because all the other, when I cross post everything though, I do try to go down in price if I remember. Like I try to go back down to the normal price. So eBay's should be mostly the only inflated platform.
There you go. That's good. Well, speaking of your antique shop, Jimmy, when's the move-in date? Do you have a date set for that?
We're waiting for word. So the owners they're currently, if you go, it's called the Paxton House. They have a Facebook page, the Paxton House. And she's posting videos of their painting in there and stuff. So we're just kind of waiting for them. We're gonna have like advance notice for everybody else again. So she's gonna, as soon as we just don't have an exact date. We're hoping
I was curious. Possible. Yeah, I remember you showed a video of the space. It looks awesome. The space.
Yeah, it's huge in there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
she's doing like a cooking classes upstairs. Upstairs is beautiful. Like it's so old up there. It's an old, but it's done really like, decorated really vintage and antique and really nice. And I think she's going to do really good with that cooking store because just the draw of the upstairs of the building alone is just pretty amazing. Like it's an apartment up there, but she turned it into that space for cooking classes and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, get people in the door.
So she'll do that in the evenings after the antique store is closed.
I almost bought an antique shop, or I almost bought a building that I was going to open an antique shop in like 4 or 5 years ago with my dad. And thankfully I didn't. But because it's like an hour away, it would have been very hard to run a business when you're an hour away, and I have a full-time job.
Right.
Never would have been on YouTube probably. But I had made an offer on like a lease to buy, like a lease for a year, and then with the option to buy at the end of the year, and they declined that. They just wanted a straight sale. So thankfully it was probably worked out for the better not doing it.
Lucky us. We get to have you as a co-host because you can do that. See? Glad you didn't sign that.
Yeah. The building's still vacant though, by the way.
It's still vacant?
Yeah, they should have taken that offer.
You should just move in over there.
Yeah.
You could have
try again. Send another offer, but lower now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that ship has sailed. I like being an antique shop dealer and having my stuff out there, but it's a lot of work to like when you're not close. I'm an hour away. Online is just so much. Yeah, you're reaching the world when you're online. So
most antique booths are pretty full, right? Like there's not many that have vacant booths available. Like they're renting out all their spaces.
Yeah.
So their sales have to be decent. They have to be making sales then.
I think so. In my area, like it's like the hottest or the hotbed of antiques in like probably a few hours radius. I'm probably up to Massachusetts and down the south. There's like 12 shops in a mile stretch of road, but a lot of them have closed in the past few years.
Really?
So yeah, there's still a bunch there, but it's definitely hard.
Why do you think they're closing? I mean, because the reason I'm asking that is because that's, she's going to be able to fit like 40 booths in there. Like she's going to be making good money off the booth rent alone.
Well, I know the two. I moved into one. This was like 6 years ago. I moved in, was in there 2 months, and then they said, "Oh, we're closing. We sold the building." After I moved in 2 months earlier, I'm like so angry. They've sold. I think the real estate is just too valuable for some of these places. What they're making. I mean, Pepperidge Farm bought the other property. And they put like
Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah.
Wow.
They put like a big factory there.
There you go. You get some goldfish.
Yeah.
Don't think that's going to happen in Bucyrus, Ohio. So I think good with that. Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool though. We could get them to open like a Jello factory right there. I'd be happy.
There is a Pepperidge Farm outlet store, like a block from my antique shop, and I know they sell tape in there for some reason. I've never bought it, but other dealers sell it.
Like just Christmas tape or what?
No, like packing tape. Maybe it's like leftover rolls that they use for like shipping. I don't know how they get it in there, but
they're probably gonna put a fluffernutter factory near me.
Yeah, there you go.
Fluffernutter advertising in my booth now for sure.
Yeah, nice early tin sign.
Yeah, that's what I was curious because like I don't see how that could. I mean, I know it could be a lot of work, but I don't see how that could be a bad business to start if you can look around you and see that every antique shop has every booth full and everybody's paying rent in them, and everybody's getting enough sales to continue to rent. I mean, how can you go wrong?
No, I agree. I think a lot of these places see like the big check coming in from the company who wants the real estate, and they're like, all right, this is.
I understand that. Like in a big city, the real estate,
yeah. But I think in general, you're right. I mean, in this area, there's not a booth. There's a waiting list for booths in a lot of shops, so it's yeah.
So I mean, I can just sit there and do the math on like that, and I'm like, holy smokes, that's a decent paycheck just from the rent. And then if you're taking percentage of the sales too, like, and again, if everybody's staying, that means everybody's happy with the sales they're getting. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had my last load out of the warehouse. I loaded up the van with stuff I was going to put in my antique shop or antique shop booths. I have like 7 booths out there, but they're all packed as it is. They're all loaded. So I don't want to it would have been, I could have fit more. There's always space somewhere, but instead I decided, let me set up at a flea market early morning. Yeah. So this past Sunday, I woke up at 3 a.m.
What was the temperature outside at 3 a.m.?
It's like high 20s.
Well, that's not
High
bad.
20s. No. And I got out there at 5. It's an hour away, and I don't do anything in the morning without drinking coffee, listing on eBay. So I did that first, and then got out there at 5 a.m. But the impressive thing is, I pull up to
take a day off, Keith. You can take
no,
a day off.
No days off. I pull up to my spot in the booth, open my get out of the van, and there's like 15 guys waiting for me to unload the van. It was impressive. So I didn't even have to set up my booth. I just took out totes, and they were like taking it out, spreading it all over the place. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, they did all the work for me, and I sold like $2,000 before it was 7 a.m. before barely light out. Yeah, it was nice.
Next time you needed to get them to, to load up too. Like, like, hey, I'm going to be there tomorrow. You come to the house and help me load up.
Oh, absolutely.
Next time you can roll up and just be like, gentlemen, I don't do anything until I've had coffee and list on eBay.
It's true.
You guys can bring me some coffee. You guys can unload this sucker, and I'll be listing on eBay right here. Yeah,
they would have been happy to unload it. Yeah, for sure.
They might have even listed the items on eBay for you.
Yeah. It's funny. This market, there's one dude that pulls up at 7 a.m. every Sunday morning, and there's got literally, I put it in videos on my channel before. There's guys like picking his truck. He's got a pickup while he's driving in. They're like shopping while he's driving through the lot. He's driving slow. And I've never got a sense of that kind of like people flocking to my booth. I set up inside, so it's not the same. But this morning it was a little bit like that.
I have my friends out here. They go to flea markets. They go to a big flea market, and they don't even, if I understand right, they don't even buy a space. They just sell, like you said, out of their vehicle in the parking lot. People just kind of know they're going to be there.
Yeah.
And they do great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to do it again. I booked a spot, not this weekend, but next. And I'm going to just pull stuff out of the storage unit, which was all from the basement. And me and my buddy are going to do that stuff together. So yeah, it's fun.
Do you guys watch The Art of Resell at all? Art?
Yeah. Yep.
He's starting to put some short videos on Instagram again. And I think on YouTube also. He's starting. Let me start by, I've been watching him forever. Probably the best video editor that in the reseller game. I think he's the best editor. And he did a video just recently of him at the flea market selling stuff, and he edited it up with quick cuts, and I could not stop watching. And but the thing is, I wanted to kind of use this to a question, because he was like, you know what? Like, I was like, he should have got 150 for that. He sold it for $40. So he don't care. He's just like, let's just get it out of here. Because he's doing storage lockers now, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go out there, is your prices to move it like that? I think that's a big part of doing a flea market. Is if you go out there and be that guy that has everything priced at market and just sits there and lets the weather destroy their stuff, drives me nuts. It's just not a smart move. Like, you got to go out there, right? So that's
I definitely gave a lot. These guys are all resellers, antique dealers, so I gave them a lot of room. But I definitely, I comp stuff out ahead of time, so I get a sense of where it should be.
Also, I'm going to ask you the rate question. You kind of like, so you knew what the market was. What's your percentage off? Quick percentage off in your head.
I would say 50% off. I think on a lot of it. Yeah. So especially the bigger items, like the physically big items, like stuff that takes up a lot of space.
Yep.
Like I sold the side of a freezer, like a door, it was probably like a 1950s, like chest freezer that was like, had Howdy Doody logos all over it. That probably was on an ice cream dealer had this, and they popped the front of it off and ended up in this guy's basement or his garage. So like there was big stuff like that Howdy Doody people will like it, but it's probably
there hats in that freezer.
No, not that one. I don't think. Pennants.
I'm asking for a friend. That's all.
Yeah.
my thing is, they're like, when I set up at a flea market, I have difficulty bringing like the really good stuff and letting it go down like below market, because I'm like, if I know I can get more on eBay, why wouldn't I just put on eBay? And I think, but if you have a excess of inventory, you need to move it quick. That makes sense. That's how I.
So don't bring that stuff out there. Like, from my opinion, don't bring that stuff out there. Like, I don't.
But
I understand there's people that are that guy, but I don't want you to be that guy, right?
But hear me out though. When I do go, but then I'm not always making as much money because I'm literally bringing junk that nobody wants. So where is the medium in that?
Yeah.
You're 100% right. But like, it was in the contract, right? You can't be that guy. You can't be that guy that rolls out there and prices their Nintendo that's worth 80 for 80 and just watch the weather destroy it for 3 weeks straight.
No, because I would be at home listening on it would be listed on eBay or be sitting in my death pile for 5 years till I do list.
Yeah.
I'm kind of picking on you and joking with you, but I think we should say that should be one of my top reseller pet peeves is to go to like a flea market and see a highly collectible toy or whatever it is, and the weather's just gotten to it because that person's been dragging it around.
Oh yeah.
From sale to sale, weekend to weekend, priced it at what it's worth, and nobody's picking it up. And now it's all sun damaged and moisture's gotten to it. Oh, that pains me to see some really collectible have that happen to it.
And that's one thing I won't do. I've set up at some outdoor markets. I set up at indoor shows, but I only will set up at them if I'm under a pavilion, which is I was under a pavilion at this place.
Right.
Because it ended up raining. It wasn't even supposed to be raining in the forecast. But thankfully I was covered.
Keith's like, I will not show up unless I have coffee. A pavilion. I need
give me a cover.
No,
he's like, it's got to be a poolside pavilion.
I've set up in the rain before by accident, and I didn't think it was going to rain and pour down.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. Probably, one of the worst things that can happen. Obviously, selling at a flea market, an outdoor flea market. But it was 1 week when I first even got into selling at flea markets, and I was doing it because I needed extra money, and I frantically packing everything up, and I'm heading to the closest indoor flea market. And I literally, of course, it starts raining though at this outdoor flea market immediately after I just paid for my spot.
Right.
So I frantically pack up, and I go to a whole nother spot and pay for another spot inside somewhere. So it was awful.
That's one of the biggest. I don't go to a lot of flea markets where they talk about the small one we have that it's about 45 minutes away from us. They say you got to watch that weather. Like, if even as a shopper, you're wasting your time coming out here these guys won't come out and set up on a rainy day and stuff like that.
Yeah, the people aren't going to shop you, right? And then you're damaging your stuff in the process.
They don't have a pavilion. It's out there in the fields.
And I did set up once at another place that didn't have a pavilion, but I brought my own tent, so I got to have some sort of cover.
Yeah, for sure.
Cover. Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I think I said it last year. I'd like to take my clothes out to the one in Delaware. I know some of those t-shirt bros go out there, but the problem is they don't always want to pay. And I'm not gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna be like what you said. Like 50% is probably where I would offer them.
Well, we'll do they have like any of those like kind of like higher end like vintage style fleas? You're like events.
They do. We definitely have the Ohio Vintage Fest that's always moving around from. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Springfield, doesn't Springfield have a big one?
Yeah,
extravaganza or whatever they call it. I know Mojo sets up there. I don't know when that is.
I guess I have enough good stuff to do that.
The issue with those are like you're paying like a premium price usually to even set up.
Yes.
So that's another thing to think about. I think because I know Be More Flea is one that hops around here all like every weekend, and I want to say the spots are maybe 150 to 200 for a spot.
I think I guess it would work there. My thing though is like I could go do that and price everything really low, and I could probably move everything. And that's where I'm at with a lot of my clothes. I don't want to give it away, but if someone came in here and said, we can look up, if we had the time, look up the comps on every single item, and I'll give you, even I would say if I'll give you 40, if they said I'll give you 40% of what it's worth on eBay, I would sell them my entire stack of clothes.
Yeah.
They can have it all. If I could go on Whatnot or Dibbed It tomorrow and sell all my clothes at 40%, I would do it tomorrow. I'd run them all.
Just put them on Depop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I promote them with their new fees or what? I got clickbaited by Kevin Commonwealth Picker on Facebook because I can't read, and so he posted that Depop raised their fees, right? So I was like, Depop and Depop Ray was like, Depop didn't even have fees. I was like, yeah, eBay took it over and they're already raising their fees. And Ray actually read the article, which reading.
Well,
they said that's only if you promote. I didn't even know that was a thing on Depop though. I've never Depop.
The only reason I know that because they don't have fees is because I mean they not only do they advertise that all the time, they're like the only marketplace that doesn't have seller fees. That's
they
what
have
it is.
buyer fees then?
Yeah, I think they do. But I don't buy anything on there, so not my problem. But
That's crazy.
The thing is, I still most of the stuff I have listed on Depop, I probably had because it's only it only applied to new listings. So I still have stuff on there that they're gonna, if I sell it, they're gonna charge me a fee.
Wait, so now you confuse me. You're promoting on Depop?
No, not okay. So I'm not promoting.
Depop.
So the fee that you're talking about is just it's promoted fees. Like that's what they are raising the promoted fee, or the boost is boosted, right? Not promoted, boosted.
Isn't that stealing in slang?
Yeah.
Like Depop is like a slang type feel to it, and then the boosting is stealing. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
So it makes sense they're boosting fees from you. All right, keep going.
I think I was done. Like what am I supposed to? No.
So why would anybody choose to boost then? I mean, I know we promote on eBay, but if you have no control over the boost percentage, that would suck.
Yeah. I mean,
we can promote on eBay at 2% and it doesn't work as good, but at least it helps a little bit. We can set that, right? Like boosting is 13% no matter what.
Well, I mean, Etsy is boosting too because you don't control their their promoted fees. You don't even get a choice.
You get forced into it. There's probably additional boosting you could do on Etsy.
Yeah,
but I mean, the standard.
It's even worse, Jimmy. You don't on Etsy. You don't. There's not a button to opt out.
Yeah.
You're promoted no matter what when you sign up.
Talk me into going to Etsy. Look at you guys. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I mean, you could sign up and just sell on Etsy like October to January, and then you close your Etsy shop every year. You're just like a shorebird.
If you guys want to know stuff that I'm not gonna do, it's the stuff that they recommend. And I said, I'm gonna try to set up at the flea market, just like I was supposed to list on Etsy for the fourth quarter. Not gonna happen.
It's all right. We're just gonna start saying the opposite. Like never set up at the flea market. It's absolute worst decision of your life.
Yeah.
We went to that flea market for the first time last summer. We went like 4 times, and the first time we went, we should go set up the clothes out there because we saw the guys out there shopping for clothes, and we never went out there and set up the clothes, and we should have. Maybe this year, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think for you though, I would think. I mean, you have a good live selling presence. I mean, you're probably going to get similar flea market prices in a live stream, right? Or at least you can set your prices that way.
You think I could do it on one of the live platforms? I don't know. I'm so afraid. Like, I'm not afraid. I want these clothes gone, but I don't want to be getting $10 for a $50 shirt. I don't.
What I would do is I would load your store at a 40% start, right? Like if it's a $50 shirt, I mean,
should I just post them on there as buy it now on Whatnot and see what happens? Or I feel like I feel like Whatnot would be the place to do the buy it now at 40% of eBay and hope for results.
You could do that, or you just do it as an auction with a 40% start. Say it's a $100 shirt. You have a starting bid of $40, and you say, anybody who's seen anything you want me to run, or just run through it. I mean, no harm, no foul, I guess.
I cringe when I drop into that show. That's the problem. I don't like.
No, I still think I think Depop would still be your best option, even though I hate Depop. I really do, just because if you're gonna mark it down well below like the value, like the actual market value, you're gonna get a lot of younger kids on there that don't necessarily. I think I get a lot of lower offers on Depop because I think it's a lot of people that don't have as much money as younger
Can I
generations.
turn off offers? Or is it all through a messenger?
I think you can. I don't think you can turn off offers. And here's the bet. I don't know if you guys noticed about Depop. If you accept an offer, the buyer still has 24 hours to pay. They don't actually.
Are you trying to tell me it's a good idea?
Maybe that'll change with eBay is now that eBay owns it. eBay's
Again, it's more about I want to get rid of this stuff quickly.
Yeah.
So like,
well, then just set
I
up.
guess I could use a cross lister to move it over and then lower all the prices. But I want to move.
Is it all listed?
No, not all of it. Most
Okay.
of it's not listed actually.
Okay.
I have 2 death piles going right now because I just recently picked up a lot of everything. I bought all those Tiger shirts. I got most of them listed, and then I got Spider-Man shirts now, and I got
Tiger. I bought the animal or the Detroit.
Yes.
Okay, it's true.
I told you about that lady that I bought all her Tiger shirts from, right?
I don't know.
They're like Tiger print T-shirts.
I like
every single one of them was a actual animal tiger, but there was also Detroit Tigers in there.
Oh, I might have to check that out. I like an animal print.
I got a ton of them listed, and I got more to list.
Oh, on eBay?
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out.
So are you the Tiger King?
I am the Tiger King. Yeah. I'm gonna grow. I can't grow a mullet though, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, I should. But they're all size. You're like a size medium, right, Keith? They're all size large.
No, they vintage or are they modern?
They're all vintage. Every last one of them is vintage.
I mean, very
single stitch in there, and then there's some double, but they're all hanging tag vintage for sure.
I can't wear a vintage medium. I could wear usually a vintage XL, sometimes a vintage large, depending on what era.
What?
Yeah. The biceps.
With these shirts, no problem. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The gun show. I got you. You can just cut the sleeves off, man. Heck yeah. Sorry, that's my workout guy voice.
Yeah, that's the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man. Yeah, man, we gotta cut them sleeves off because the guns, man. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll say I still have a bunch to list. I got like the mountain, but I also have just like a bunch of hanging tag, some AOP, some not. Some are some just really cool graphics.
That's cool. Yeah.
And I still have probably a box, and I have crew necks too. All vintage. Everything's vintage. And
very cool.
I think there's like 150 shirts when I bought them.
What if you just like list all the similar style shirts, like all the Tiger shirts together as one lot?
I thought about it.
Yeah, smart idea.
Yeah, I know. I thought about a lot of things. We talked about how I think about it, and then I don't do it.
Yeah,
I could do, because how many pictures can you put on eBay?
24, I think.
So I could do like a 23 shirt lot, have the first picture be all of them, and then each have their own picture.
And you post a video too, just flipping through them front and back.
Yeah.
I'll do that a lot with scrapbooks and stuff. If I'm flipping through, showing a scrapbook, you really can't show the whole thing in the 24 images.
Right. So you did a video. I don't ever do a video. Because I don't list on your phone. eBay. When are you going to add that to the phone?
But there's still a workaround. I forget how to do it though. Every time I need to do the workaround, I have to look it up.
So you can add a picture from your phone without going to your computer at all?
Yeah, you can add a video with.
You mean a video? I said
video. You can add a video, but it's like some kind of weird workaround. You have to go through a browser.
You have to load it to Google and then put in the HTTP address and all that stuff.
You don't do that. I'm doing everything directly from my phone, but it's just a pain. Like I have to open another browser or something and go to the it's not eBay mobile site, maybe. I don't know. It's really confusing. I have to look up every single time.
I tried to do something recently, and Jimmy, it might work for you. It hasn't done anything for me, but on that Billy Ripken F-Ace chase I hit the Billy Ripken card.
Yeah,
and I stopped there and put the rest of the packs on eBay. Well, I put them on eBay with the description. Like, check out the YouTube video. You see that there's this is the proper box for the F-Ace. Right. Hoping I would draw drive some people over to Rips and Brews and check the video out. Maybe like, I don't think it's worked at all. But I wonder for toys, if you could link somehow direct people to a video of a toy working and get some extra traffic to your YouTube channel.
My
Or
Facebook channel.
Facebook, yeah.
Facebook. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I know there's like some policies, like, are you allowed to put a video link in the description? That might be against policy.
Right.
I'm not sure, but you could probably describe it and say, you know, how to find it.
I would be careful. The one rule I've always maintained is I will not do anything that might even have the slightest chance of risking my eBay. I can't, you know, that means I have to go back to, I could probably just do live sales and adjust, but I'd rather not.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I like about live sales existing now is if for some reason I had to take all my eggs and move them to a different basket, I could figure that out. It'd take me a little time, but I'm glad that there's other, you know, people say don't have your eggs. I kind of do, but like I like the fact that that's a backup plan that I could shift to pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you can put the word Facebook in your listing at all. I had a buddy, like, there's an online Facebook group that will authenticate autographs, and he got an item authenticated and posted that it was authenticated by this Facebook. And as soon as eBay saw the Facebook in the description, they pulled the item down.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely things.
Like if I had a hat that had the Facebook logo on it or something, or is it just I wonder?
Well, that's probably all right, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're selling one of the guys on Instagram that was messaging me about Spider-Man stuff said that he messaged me on Instagram. I was like, dude, you gotta stop messaging me on eBay. Like, stop.
Yeah.
And I said, I cannot talk about this stuff over here. And then he said, yeah, they actually start blocking my messages on eBay. Like I can't send messages.
Wow.
Like I'm grounded or so. Like I'm suspended for sending them for a while because of someone. And I was like, yeah, don't do that to me. Like I was like, I will block you if you keep sending them. I was like,
that's
reach
good
out to me over here.
No, that's good to know that they're doing it because they didn't used to do that. And it'd be one of those things that I've seen where if you even respond to their message, that you kind of almost get in trouble. Like you risk it. Like you might not even said anything wrong, but because you responded to it,
and
you're telling them, hey, don't do this, do you still get in trouble?
I keep it very simple. I'm like I say, sorry, it's sold. Like I keep it as simple as possible. And then if they keep saying, I will block you, you'll get blocked because, like you said, I agree with you, Ray. I think that you can easily get flagged for communicating with that person that's been flagged as someone that's because you want to talk about the number one rule that I know of that eBay will strictly enforce is if you try to use them to sell stuff on another platform, they will shut you down because you're messing with their money. You're messing with their cut and they will not tolerate that.
You know, this is the whole reason I actually don't do local pickups on anything anymore because I had like an issue where I think eBay thought I was trying to take it off of eBay and they were just trying to, pick it up locally. They weren't trying to the transaction was still going to be through eBay. And it just made it confusing. And I got like a warning type thing. And I'm like, no, I'm just not going to offer local pickup anymore.
Yeah. That gets awkward where you have to exchange information with the people, right? For local pickup.
Yeah. And then the messenger doesn't allow you to. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people talk a little bit about customer support over eBay and, if it's good or bad and this and that. And I wish that's the one thing I'll say. Like, I wish they treated seller support like they did that when it comes to the messages about possibly selling off of eBay. Oh my gosh, they're on it. Like their algorithm picks it up immediately, and are on it.
You heard what I said earlier on. Did you hear what I said earlier about the customer support for eBay when I was talking on Reseller Lunchbox?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, like all those layoffs, that's what it was. It was It was seller support, not customer support. So seller support. So we're out of luck now. Like we're going to be talking to
Chad GPT is our seller support now. So
is that a lot of the cuts were?
What day of the week it is?
Yeah. The idea is, according to my Amazon Echo, when I was talking to her, she said that it was seller support was being cut, and the idea is that they want to work in more, I guess, like conferences or like live like meetups or something like that, like videos that we watch to learn.
You say bingos that we want?
Videos.
Oh, I thought you said bingo.
Videos that we watch so we can learn and just be, they want to be that way. Also, they're more involved in the community. I don't know. That sounds like,
I mean, I guess it makes sense if it's from a basic like help, learn how to sell on eBay, questions that, but like people, you need a problem solved with a case or like a return or like these kind of scams that are happening now with like AI enhanced photos. I mean, hopefully they don't cut those kind of people.
I'm not going to say the app, but Keith, you guys know which app I'm talking about. I had an issue trying to get a form that I need for my taxes, and I got human support from that app, and it was not very, very good at all. And then I went to who they said I should need to contact for that form, and I had an AI assistant. And I got all the information I needed from that AI system by asking it the right questions.
Oh, really?
And then I was able to go back to the human support. And that's when we finally figured out that I wasn't supposed to get one because of the dollar amount I sold. But it wasn't until the AI bot helped me deduce that. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
And then I was able to send a message to the human support on the other app, the selling app, and finally we were able to get to that point that I'm not supposed to have one, but bad information from the human multiple times before that.
I had the same issue with the same app, and I did get a message today from a higher up there that solved my issues. So
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting though that the AI was helpful. So that's good.
So that's why I don't.
Yeah, silver lining.
AI frustrates me, but if you ask AI the right questions, and that's the key, right? Like we all kind of know that. That's the one thing we're all kind of learning about AI chat. You have to be able to ask it the right questions right now. Like if you don't ask it the right questions, you might not get to get the answers that you want. I know sometimes you ask Chat GPT questions and it almost feels like he gives up and just tells you what you want to hear.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But this wasn't the case with this company's AI bot that I was talking to. It was like I had to ask some questions, and I finally got to the actual answer I was looking for, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. And so I thought that support was pretty good for AI. I thought it was pretty good.
That's good. That's encouraging for if that becomes the future of eBay.
Yeah,
there are some good services there.
I tell you what, AI is getting crazy because I told you guys the other day how because it was Tuesday that me and my wife, we went out and she got a new car. You guys have no idea how we got there. So
you got there?
Well, she dropped her car off to for oil change, and she had an offer or something that said like, hey, you get a $75 oil change, and then let's evaluate your vehicle to see if like maybe we can give you a discount or an upgrade or something like that, whatever. And she's been kind of playing with the idea of maybe trading in anyway, and upgrading. But we went out to breakfast, and we're sitting there at breakfast. She gets a call. She's like, "Oh, it's the dealership, right?" It was AI on the other side. She did not know. It literally sounded completely like she's having a full conversation. They're like, "Oh, what are you looking to trade up for, or like what kind of vehicle, or like how much might you be looking to spend?" Or
so didn't do that, Chad.
No. It, like she couldn't tell. It was so realistic. Apparently, I didn't hear it, but it. So we literally when we get back, she to pick up her vehicle for the oil change. She said, "Hey, yeah, I spoke to Bria, and we need to about buying a car, upgrading." So she said, whenever I get there, get back to the dealership, just let them know. So we and the technician or whatever at the maintenance walks us over, and he's like, "Do you guys have a Bria over here?" And they're like, "Bria? Who's Bria? We don't have a Bria." We're like, "Oh, it's the AI."
Oh wow.
It's spelled BRAI. It's Bria.
Right. But yeah, so that's how we got there, because that's how good AI is getting now. I mean, if we can somehow have like an eBay version of AI, like telling people, hey, we got a deals for you over here, like come check our stuff
Calling
out,
everybody.
I'm all for
Man,
that.
I don't know. It's a slippery slope for sure.
Yeah.
Because it becomes what's real and what's not real, right? And that's the biggest worry about AI. And that the fact that that your wife talked to AI and didn't really realize that is a little bit scary, but it's also,
especially from a scam standpoint, and that's gonna be much easier.
Oh yeah.
I think it's inevitable that we're all gonna kind of get. I think 10 years, maybe less time, but I'll say 10 years from now, we're all just gonna know that's like part of our lives, that we could be talking to AI and it doesn't even, and we don't even know it, and we're just
we're gonna have an episode of this podcast where we're all AI.
Yeah. We're not even gonna have to show up, guys. That's gonna be awesome. No, I enjoy this. Shut up, Jimmy. Don't say that. I enjoy this.
Yeah, we're all gonna just type in what we want to talk about for the week in our group chat, and like, all right, create an episode.
Yeah,
I guarantee you the first podcast I'm gonna do is be Trash to Cash. Kevin's gonna mail it in every week for sure.
Yeah. You see, they had a little fireworks on their episode this week. Did you guys watch this week's episode?
I saw the thumbnail. What happened?
Yeah. Well, it was regarding Pegasus Lounge, like their.
Was it regarding the Pegasus?
Yeah. So
Pegasus Lounge.
So that's a YouTube channel. To me, it's a bit bewildering, that channel, because it's like he's a seller, and I haven't watched much of his content. I'll put that out there first, but he delves more in like.
So it's a he.
It's a he. Product development. He'll like importer and a product developer, and maybe sells on Amazon. But he critiques. He'll like critique and watch a lot of like reseller content, like Kevin.
Kind of like Heckin then.
Yeah, Heckin Steve. But I'll say Heckin Steve, while he's crass and offensive, he's entertaining. I don't find Pegasus Lounge very entertaining at all. I'll say that.
It's like the old school flips of crap talking then, huh?
Yeah.
Not entertaining at all.
Exactly. You nailed it.
Yeah.
But I think they had some fireworks because Dave was saying he makes some good points talking about Pegasus Lounge, and Kevin was, didn't feel the same way. So that's what a lot of the fireworks were being shot about. I feel like
legit fight over there. I need to watch it now.
A little bit. It felt like, yeah.
We need some of those fireworks. Ray, make it happen. Say something that makes me mad, Ray.
Oh man, you're gonna put me on the spot like that?
I'm just joking. No, I don't want you to say something mean. I'm joking.
No, I'm just gonna say I do it.
Yeah,
that's what the thumbnail was about. Then, what did Carrie did? Was Carrie staying neutral or what?
Carrie was more on Dave's side. He felt
that's
that like
they're besties.
Pegasus, yeah, but he felt like Pegasus Lounge makes some good points, like from a business standpoint. I don't know if you watch his channel, like his views in a video where he's critiquing like Nashville Flipper or Commonwealth Picker, he gets like 2 or 3 times the views.
Particular people and talking trash about them.
Yeah, he'll do reaction videos.
He did the Nashville. Ray got. Wow, go Ray.
Yeah. So, but his regular videos, I find they're not very informative for me and what we do. Maybe if you want to do like product development, basic business sense, they're interesting. But I feel like he's a totally different.
Is it like he going after their social media content, or is he going after the fact that they're actually resellers?
Resellers. I think the big point of contention with Kevin was that he felt like you can't really scale up something what Kevin's doing, like buying like one-offs versus like being an Amazon importer where you're selling things, selling your own product.
Scale up though, dude. Like we've already scaled up. We didn't. When I started this, when Kevin started this, he wasn't where he's at now. So I mean,
and Kevin supports his family and entertains millions of people. You would say, right? And is able to support his family. A lot of his 3 kids, and I think he has 3 kids. I think it's 3, right?
75, something like that. Ballpark.
Yeah. So and the fact that he enjoys it. I mean, for us, we love the nostalgia of what we find and what we buy. I mean, to me, it'd be pretty boring just to develop a product, import it, never touch it.
That he knows of. That just popped in my head. That would have been a way better joke.
Yeah. Although swinger.
That joke had to be said.
Yeah. So that's where the fireworks were over there. Yeah. I mean, maybe you guys should check them out and check out Pegasus Lounge. Give me your opinion on them. But that was my take.
So I'll check it out. I've never, you brought it up before we started recording. I never heard of the guy, and I hadn't watched Trash to Cash. So I mean, it's interesting. There's definitely, there's a cap to everything. I mean, at what point, if you're doing what he's talking about, being able to scale at what point do you have to bring on multiple employees to really scale it to? Yeah. Because you're definitely working with lower margins. I don't care what anybody says. For the most part, you're working with lower margins because you're having to spend more, and then you would definitely need help. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. It's a totally different type of reselling, or it's not even the same atmosphere of what we're doing and what Kevin does and Dave does. Maybe Dave's trying to do it.
I think it feels more like work. I think that kind of selling feels more like you have a 9-to-5 job. What I'm doing right, the one-offs and the picking is much more enjoyable, in my opinion. And for me, I don't want to say my opinion. For me, I'll say for me.
Yeah, I mean, I could do some castrations on my day off, or take out the spleen, make some more money than I am with
animals, right? We're talking about animals?
Absolutely. Right. And but I enjoy this. This is like a passion, and I think we all do, right? So
I think you could do much better on social media if you took that did that other thing though.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely there's room there for some YouTube growth. Yeah. Yeah.
So I just asked AI to try to be mean to Jimmy to see if
man, this is fun when you ask AI to be mean. Did you ask it to say no holds barred? Like,
no, I tried and it was like it gave me a whole thing. It said it couldn't. It said I can't say anything mean about anyone. Jimmy old school flips included. My purpose is to be helpful and harmless, and that means I can't generate negative or derogatory content.
That's because he knows that I get mad at him when he doesn't give me right answers.
So I said, what about funny? And it said, I bet his biggest fear is a garage sale where everything is fairly priced.
Gee, that was so
like that's nothing. All right. His favorite song is Can't Touch Us, but he's singing about his pristine inventory.
All right, Chad. Chad's not even good at dad jokes. Come on.
Yeah. Was it Chad, or was that the other one you used?
No, it's Meta, because I don't have a Chad on this phone.
I think Chad will actually say some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. His dreams aren't about flying. They're about finding a rare Beanie Baby in a forgotten attic.
That's a fail. We're going to call that a fail.
Yeah. That's a lame AI over there.
Yeah, you got lame. Yeah, that's the name of it. He's like, this app is called Lame AI. Ray's using the wrong AI, folks. Now we know. He's like...
Well, that's the one I use for animations, so it's not that lame. ChatGPT can't do the animations.
You're right, it can't. I use Meta for the animations. It couldn't do what I was asking on with the action figures.
I use CapCut. I use it for my animations. You ever tried it on CapCut, Jimmy?
I used to use CapCut. I mean, I don't have the paid version anymore, so I haven't really tried.
It's decent. If you have they have an AI, you can customize it and tell it. I did it for one of my Lord of the Rings figures. I got it. It came out of the package and swung a sword around. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that then. Yeah. I'm trying to mess with some of my action figures to get them to. I'm going all nerd and I'm trying to make little short videos of action figures with little story behind them. Only because I see what's happening on social media with this. And it's still kind of the early days, so I kind of want to see if I can make something happen.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Since I'm diving deep into the toy realm,
you're
zero knowledge, and I'm reminded of that on my Facebook page all the time that I don't know anything about the toys that I own.
You said the wrong word. You're delving.
I'm delving into it.
Ray, is that like a whippet on your shirt, Ray? What kind of dog is that?
I have no idea.
It's got a sighthound look. I'm
also like Banana Republic, I think, or something.
Okay, it looks like a whippet. I like it.
I don't know. Possibly. It's I think actually it's got some advertisement for the Honest Kitchen dog food.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. But because my wife works at Petco, so she gets like free clothing or shirts every once in a while for promotional stuff.
I'm disappointed. I reached out to one of those food companies because Rod has a pretty cool promotion for. He's got like a promotion for one of those dog foods. I forget which one. So I reached out to a different one. I'm like, hey, I have a small YouTube channel and I'm a veterinarian. I mean, this is a perfect blend to get some promotion over here.
Yeah. I castrate on the weekends.
Yeah, crickets. I got crickets from them. Nothing.
Oh,
so that's all right.
That sucks.
Oh man.
Well, that's because you're not Rod. Rod's big time.
Yeah, no, I knew I'm small time.
The card channel that put him over the top.
Yeah. Speaking of animals, I have deer in my yard, like outside my fence. Like they live in the woods. I can see them every day. It's like 12 of them out there. But I went to let my dogs out today, and there was a deer inside my fence, like right next to my pool, chewing on grass. I'm like, how did it get in the fence? Now, thankfully, the dogs weren't out yet. But then when it saw me, it jumped over the fence. It was a pretty good jump.
How tall is your fence?
5 foot, 6 foot.
Wow.
I mean, maybe 5. It's a 3-tier, like 3-tier. I don't know, not like a vinyl fence, a wood fence.
Yeah.
So
I've seen them on the highway clear those fences on the side of the highway before.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Not related to reselling at all, but figured I'd bring it up.
Well, we can jump back in. You guys got a buy of the week.
Oh yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I don't have one right here.
Always unprepared.
Always me. I could go get one though if you guys want to do one.
Yeah, then you can do your normal get up and go get one while me and Keith
always ill prepared.
You guys keep talking like we always do. I'll leave the mic on so you can hear me fall and scramble.
Well, I want to hear that in silence. Like we're just gonna stop talking and just hear his every little step till he falls. See, he's singing.
By the way, Ray, I didn't hear the whole. Did Chad have his mic today? I watched some of it, but I was out.
Yeah, he had it like at some point. He had it like I think it was almost like attached to his seatbelt or something.
Oh, really? Okay, all right.
For a little bit.
I saw it, but it didn't look like he was holding it up like last week.
Yeah. He had it like kind of. It looked almost like it was clipped to his seatbelt or something like that at some point. But yeah, he's our MC of reseller lunchbox.
The roving picker. It should be that could be a new name for him, the roving picker or the picking on the road.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't even know. Well, he was having a little bit of difficulty, I think. He was trying to show us there's sheds, and it was like some Amish sheds, but he couldn't flip around the camera on Riverside for some reason. He was having difficulty. But then it was weird later on. I think after we were done, he was able to figure it out, and it was after we had already stopped recording. We stopped being live. He was showing us the road and all, and he's like passing by like a couple Amish buggies.
Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking when I go out there. I don't really see them where I go to my shops, but like if you go to Lancaster, go to the side roads, it's like nerve-wracking passing a buggy, or you don't want to sit behind them going like 5 miles an hour, but you also don't want to put anyone at risk. So it's a little nerve-wracking. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. Mine comes with a question and thought as well.
Okay, oh, wow. So you go last.
Yeah, yeah.
That means you go last.
I go last. Yeah, exactly.
I'll go first then. Mine's not a buy of the week. This was a free item of the week.
Oh,
so the
free
$99. So the person we bought. The person we bought all the bats from and like the 2 picks recently, all the cards, she called my buddy and said, hey, I got 3 totes of sports stuff. I don't want to throw it away. Just come get it for free. I'm like, hey, I like that. So we went over there. He was going to go by himself. I'm like, I'm going. If it's free, I'm there.
You're gone.
So we met up, and it was a lot of cards. Like a lot of the cards I brought to the flea market, and we sold some there, but we each took one of these. It was a sealed 89 upper deck set.
Wow.
So we got the Ken Griffey Jr. in here. We both kept one. I might bust it open for content on Rips and Brews and like maybe get it graded.
What's that worth sealed though?
$200. I would say two to $250 a sealed set. It's probably better to sell. I sold a sealed one recently, and I think I got like $240.
What's
But-
a Griffey rookie rated? I don't know, high. Like what? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of 10s out there, right?
They're hard to get a 10, but
Are
they
they?
bring like 4K maybe, Ray. Do you know
Oh, wow.
4K for 10? So, but I think 10 is hard to get. So
You can go on PSA and see how many 10s are out there, though, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah.
Not the same.
yeah, absolutely can. Yeah.
That's
The
awesome.
the smart play would be to sell it sealed. That'd be the smart play. But hey, I'm a little more fun to make some content and bust it open and see.
And it was free.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. No,
Did you
nothing
get
into
footage
it.
when you picked it up?
I didn't. No, No.
What happened to always film? What is your rule?
I know. ABF always be filming.
Always
I was
be
actually-
filming?
I was actually doing taxes, and my buddy called me and he's like,
Obviously.
"Hey, I'm gonna go there." And he was like ahead of me, and I'm like, "Forget it. I
I
got
thought for
the rest of 2
sure
minutes."
you were going to say you were sitting in the shower when he called.
No, I would have missed the call then. But yeah, I sat in the shower today a little bit.
Oh man. All right.
All right, Ray. What did you find? That's cool though. I mean, that's
that is neat.
iconic for me. That Griffey rookie.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Ooh, Jordan. I think it's. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
Champion,
Nice.
nice.
On the
Yeah.
champion tag.
Yep. So I got a champion Jordan
Does it
Bulls
have that
jersey.
champion smell to it?
It has some kind of smell.
Those jerseys, they have a smell to them. That's the thing I
Really?
really liked about them.
Yeah.
Because I wore them when they came out.
I
I
don't
play a
know.
lot of basketball.
Is
It's
it sort
like
of like
it smells clean, but it doesn't smell clean. So I might need to wash it.
I feel like they almost get like a fishy kind of aroma. If you know,
I'm with
I don't-
you. They definitely
Yeah.
have an aroma. Those old
Yeah.
champion jerseys. It's actually part of how you can kind of tell if they're not real or right. There's some people that when they because those are heavily faked.
Uh-oh. Well,
I haven't-
hopefully, because I don't. It doesn't smell like fish. So-
Yours looks
that,
old.
that looks good. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, assembled in Costa Rica.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
That's a nice. It's a smaller size. It looks like, right? So
Yeah,
maybe like
yeah,
nice-
it is.
I
Yeah,
see a
it's
lady wearing that one.
36,
Yeah.
But paid $10. I couldn't believe it. It was
Oh,
even
no,
sitting
absolutely.
there on top of a pile of clothes. Just
Yeah, it's a nice
completely on
find.
top. Yep,
Nice.
that won't leave
All
it
right.
long.
Mine's from my Spider-Man again. These, and it comes with a question. That first I'm gonna show it because it's pretty rare. I think. I think I sent you guys a picture of them. I got 3 of these. These are still sealed Airhead Extremes. It's got the Green Goblin on it and it's for the 2002 Sam Raimi Tobey Maguire movie. It's got the branding on it. It even says Paramount or whatever it was. Oh, what does it say? So something about the movie on there, right? I can't see right now. It's too dark right here. So with something like this, there's none on eBay. There's no sold. Maybe I should ask Keith to worth point this. Something similar. I'm pricing this super high only because I'm not ready to sell it. And let me ask you guys do this. Like, I want to kind of hold on for a while, see what the market looks like. I priced it ridiculously high. And
What
then
was
maybe in
that?
the future I'll lower the price and I'll sell it, but I'm hoping that some nut that collects this will, because these people are crazy over this stuff, will just say, you know what, I don't have that because this Goblin one is pretty rare. I have 2 Spider-Man ones also.
Okay.
So I priced it super high because there's none anywhere, and there's no sold comps on TerraPeak, which I use. There's none sold, none listed anywhere.
What was the kind of candy again?
It is Airheads Extremes with just an X. There you go, just an X. 2002
Okay,
is the year, and you can do Spider-Man.
I put in Warheads. That didn't get me anything, so I put the wrong candy.
Airheads Extremes.
There's
I have
one.
3 of them. I listed all 3 of them. Like that one I had listed for $400 or something stupid like that. Like I kind of want to just hold on to it, get a feel for how much interest it gets, see if I get any. I don't think I have offers open right now. I just want to see if I can get a bunch of watchers on it, and then maybe I'll open up offers, and then maybe I'll send offers.
I found one on WorthPoint, but only one. There's only one
Uh-huh.
that sold ever on WorthPoint. So
What is sell for?
It was $50.
$50, yeah.
But again, only one. So that's
Yeah.
you know the
Yeah.
second person. You know that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Regardless of the price, they probably priced it too low.
And how long ago?
I just listed them today.
May.
Oh, so how long ago? I listed one of them. I listed for two. What I listed? So no, this one I listed for $4.99. Again, I'm just putting it out the world, letting the world know I have it. Right. The other one I listed for $3.99. It's got 2 watches already. And I know about these being valuable because the guy that been talking to on Instagram, he's only got 2 of them, and he doesn't have this one. He said that's the rare one, and he doesn't have the other one that I have too. And he obviously wants them really, really bad. But I'm like, I gotta see, like, I gotta fill out this market a little bit and let them sit for a little while.
Yeah,
what do you guys
absolutely.
think about doing that though? Like, there's nothing like some people. Oh, the people message you. Oh, you don't know, this isn't worth that. That's fine. I'm just kind of letting the world know
Yeah.
I have it. I'm not in a hurry to sell it.
I mean,
I
sometimes you have to do
want to
that.
get as much as I can for it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
gotta
that's what I
feed
would
off
do.
the market, right?
Yeah, you let it sit. Yeah, and then and at some point pop the offers on, and let's see where what people are willing to pay on it, right?
I mean,
Right.
the thing is, when you price it high, you can always come down on price. If you price it low, it's not like you can go back up. Like, hey,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be gone.
Right. I kind of just want to let it. Yeah. The thing is, though, I also don't want to miss the window, but I feel like that window's. I feel like, the Spider-Man movie, obviously with Tobey Maguire's, they were super popular. There's a lot of 20-something-year-olds that absolutely love it. But what happens when there's 20-something right now and they don't care still? Like, kind of like I was. Like, I didn't care about He-Man and G.I. Joe in my 20s. But in my 40s, I rediscovered it, and I'm like, so what happens when the Spider-Man fans that are in their 20s right now, but they don't realize it, they kind of don't realize how much that meant to them. But when they're 45 and they've been working their whole lives and they have money saved up or this and then they decide, oh man, I want everything Spider-Man from that Spider-Man movie. So I feel like Spider-Man movie stuff 20 years from now, 10 years and 20 years from now, is just, I feel like it has a chance to keep going up in value.
Yeah. Will you send an offer on it? Will you send your 10% offer or whatever you normally send?
Yeah, I'll eventually send offers.
Yeah.
I want to let some watchers get on most of all of them. And I'm just, again, I just think it's, if I held on to them for 10 years and then sell them, because I think the value will go up, that's fine with me too. Not that I will, but if I did, that'd be fine with me.
That would be I bet that video would get a ton of comments where you're like, this candy container is worth $500, and they're going to get like a ton of hater comments on that one, right? So that would be
that's part of why I don't want to get rid of it, because I'm trying to think of ideas for content on them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But the thing is, what if you post it and you get people that agree with you?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait.
I know if I put this on Instagram, people are already going to be like, wow. Like, because, sorry, Ray, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine.
I know that just getting a feel for that collector base, they want promotional stuff like this more than anything. They love this promo stuff. It's kind of wild.
That would be a pretty cool video. Like you talking about how rare this piece is, $500, and then you show Ray next to you, and he's just eating warheads or airheads. He busted it open, and he's got just a green container in his hand.
That would be great. That's actually a great idea. How much it's worth, and then not Ray though. Well, even though he is kid-like, he's like the kid from Up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dress your dog. Put Ray in the kid from Up outfit and have him sitting there eating them.
Or have your dog.
I'm joking, but have a kid there that broke into them while you were set them down and they're eating. That'd be a
no. Yeah. No, that would be pretty good. Like, wait, you said these are worth how much?
Yeah.
And just spit it all out. Like, spit it out.
Well, people love dogs. You can just get AI to make that package looks mangled, and then you have your Frenchie sitting there looks sad, and you can do a lot of things with it.
That's true though. You're right.
Yeah.
You could do that with a lot. You could do that. You could do that with sports cards. You could be like, I sell sports cards, but I'm also a veterinarian, and my dog got a hold of my collection.
Yeah.
Famous, Keith.
I like it.
Yeah.
You'd be as famous as the next actor for the Christine movies. That was That was a buy it all podcast chat reference that you
Yeah.
guys don't know anything about.
Yeah. I hate my cars with the premises. I feel like
Yeah.
I need Brea to call me.
Yeah.
Brea. Talk to Brea.
Right? Get on the phone, Brea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brea. I don't know. I need a Brea for my eBay store.
Yeah.
Start calling everybody. All right, guys, we're over an hour and a half. That was a fun episode. I love when we just kind of just talk about everything. We don't really stick to all kinds of topics or anything. Let us know in the comments, or make sure you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think about our fun conversations. I don't know what I'm saying. I think we'll see you next time on the Buy It All podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
See you guys.
Go eat a
Peace.
fluffer nutter.
Oh yeah.